Hey, good afternoon. This is Neil with Simple Futures, Friday afternoon, December the 23rd. And so this is a wrap for the week. And all the entire range of the week ended up coming in basically yesterday on the Wednesday on the craziness. 39, call it 1920 on the top by, and then I kept looking for this 85 level down here, 84, 85. But what it did was it came down and it hit about 88 and a half yesterday. Didn't quite get to that target idea that we would have, on the bearish side. A couple takeaways from this week, one of which is we just cannot ever forget the importance of this Wednesday thing. If this thing is ever making a new high or a new low for the week on a Wednesday, we just have got to remember that it's hands off. Don't chase, It's just that important. High for the week was, in this case, on a Wednesday. And what it ends up doing is basically just being really choppy, overlapping all throughout the week and putting in over-under here at, 56, 60. In the middle, 38, 56, 60. So, if you do this, take the high and low and imagine, the market's still open, it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, still got a couple hours of trade, but imagine the close is going to be about right in here on balance. Take the high-low close, add divide by 3, and there's your pivot for next week also. So that's step one. I would imagine that, remember, Tuesday is holiday, exchange holiday closed, market closed on Tuesday, Monday, then we'll come back in Tuesday trade. So Monday is like no trade. Tuesday is basically the first of the week. And we'll come back in on Tuesday, and you're going to have a weekly pivot here of, I'm guessing it's going to be right in here, 56 by 60, somewhere right there, which is this week's balance, which is going to be the main kind of over-under for next week. It'll be a short week, but that'll be the main over-under. And then I want you to remember, we discussed a little bit earlier in the week, we were talking about the importance of something going and doing a little homework and looking for the, on the call side of this options chain in the SPX, and to see something that, kind of stood out. So watch these open interest numbers over here. You got like 6K here at 37. There's a 2K. There's a 3K. There's an 8. Whoa, what is that? There it is. 38.35. That's a number to remember. But see, that's SPX. That's cash market SPX. You got to remember that the futures is, like 30 something, 30, 32, 30, 32 higher, right? Well, what's that right there plus 30, 38, 35, SPX plus 30 for the futures puts you right here on this balance. And what I'm looking for in answer to that inquiry that I left you with on Wednesday leading to this Friday afternoon video is, do we, next week starts the, what is traditionally, historically, the Santa Claus rally. It should start if it's going to. I have my doubts, but it should start if it's going to on about the 28th, leading into the end of the year, and then carry through the first couple of few days of the new year. I don't know. I'm looking for this thing to be sideways to lower into the end of the year, putting those quarterly SPX expirations out at SPX 38.35 or lower. Settling at or below that big call strike that we saw on the options chain on the call side. So if that's the case, then we are in. So we're in a plus or minus 80 environment next week on the SPX options chain, plus or minus 80. The starting point, in my estimation, is going to be about right here, 55.60. We are in sell rallies mode for settle end of week bearish sideways to lower sub 38.60 ES/3835 SPX at or below that call strike that we just identified in terms of that significant standout open interest on the SPX options chain. So that's the deal. So the look here is still down into these targets that we were talking about. Actually, a couple of targets down here. This 3880 kind of 5 level that didn't quite make it on Thursday. It got close, didn't quite get there. And 3770, that puts it, 80-ish lower. And I'm interested in selling rallies that it settles back below here, down below the 3860s, down into those levels that we're talking about. But the call here is same as last I was with you, right? Looking for here on Wednesday when I was with you, I was looking for a little higher to fail, as we said, for this coming week, back down for the reason that we teased and said, we'll look at on Friday, into that options chain to settle this thing back down into at or below prices that we're currently trading right here, right now. So that's the deal. That's the call. It's the reason. That's the everything behind it. We'll see what happens, but that's what I've got on my mind. Hopefully that made sense. And with that, I'll look forward to being with you again mid next week, I guess, for the next update. Since Monday's a holiday, and we sometimes do videos, usually do videos on Monday, but it being a holiday, I imagine we'll be with you in midweek next week. Okay, till then, good trading.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me